Alright, and let's see here. What the heck am I doing? Exploring a little more with that skeleton there. Built a new ship, and I'm going to put some skeletons on there. Yeah, it's the computer doesn't do too well in Heroes 4. I think I probably mentioned this before by now, but the Heroes 4 computer AI is just an absolute pushover. So once you kind of break out into their territory, there's no point in doing too much else, because you can beat them pretty much no matter what. So find yourself playing more against the map than you do against an actual AI opponent. Yeah. Look at that. There's just nothing they can do. Yeah, once you have this many vampires, you're practically indestructible, except versus some harder level 4 troops, like black dragons and mantises and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna take a ghost over there and grab some of that stuff. Got a ring of health. Those are nice. Now I'm going to get basic combat. Let me go for this another easy shot right here. And I'm picking Expert Occultism. It's a pretty easy place to take right there. I think on this map you have to take every town, basically. Mana Leech is not that useful because there's not a lot of spellcasting troops. So, and the ones that do cast spells, you're probably going to want to cast something that's going to, going to take their, kind of weaken them quickly. You're probably not going to want to cast Mana Leech. There's much more important things to cast than that. So I'm getting ready to take these guys out. This shouldn't be too hard. I have, what, 2 vampires? Oh, actually, this is going to be kind of long. Or actually, maybe not that long. If you slow those guys down like that, they're probably... Yeah, they're just going to be so slow, they're not going to be a problem at all. I'm right there, but they can't get to me. Yeah, I know why I didn't take those guys out the first time. It's because they regenerated, and I needed vampires to kill them. So I can't kill them with poison unless you have a really strong poison. That wasn't too bad. Got some ghosts out of it, and mastered Necromancer. I'm just gonna pump this guy up with these chests. And that's not a bad thing to have right there. And those guys, you're not gonna be able to get those guys for a while. That's pretty useful, that thing right there. Takes flyers and gets rid of their flying status. That's pretty nice. And slows them, essentially. Potion of fire resistance. I needed to get rid of that guy because I have too many guys in the field right now. Oh, right. Give me a dwarven shield. That's useless. Mostly useless. So I don't think I've built anything yet. Now with this guy, I gotta decide whether or not I want to try and take those guys out. They're guarding some nice stuff right there. Do I actually go for this? I'm looking at my stuff, I'm saying, well, should I do this or not? I decide to go for it. Oh no. Okay, I got him. Well, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna... well, this is gonna be one of those, I think. Not really that big a battle. Did give me some ghosts though, and one cool thing about when you resurrect stuff is it starts with full movement points. So I can now take those guys out and explore a little bit. I don't really need that, so I'm gonna go get rid of those guys. Make room for some more armies. And I think we're going to try and finally get that Chaos Annex, or whatever, Temple of the Damned, that's right, yeah. So now I have devils for whatever it's worth, even though I probably don't need them. And I guess I'm going to try and recruit one. Which is fun. Give that to my Necromancer over there. And actually, you know, really Bone Dragons are probably better in most cases. They have a lot more immunities, they have more health. They're pretty fast. The only thing about devils is they're a lot faster and they can move farther. But really, that doesn't matter if you have a tactician, a good tactician, which I think I remember getting. Actually, I'm not sure where I put him though. Bam! Not even close. For that, I get 2 vampires. Pretty cool, huh? And this should give me a couple of vampires, too. Yep. 18 now. And this place has been kind of gimped. Probably best thing to build would be the Mage Guild. That way I could restore some spell points. Could get genies, don't want them. Could get that, probably, don't need it. Probably the best thing to do would be to go for the enemy city, which is over here. And I'm just doing this to kind of pick up the gold. I'm just getting the gold now. I don't need the experience, since I've already got that guy, Grandmaster Necromancy. Blocked myself a little bit. Okay, expert death magic, which means we almost... Oh! Slip me an artifact. Bugger. 4-leaf clover, not really that useful. Decide to go for some spell points, and I think we go get that mana leech up there or something. It's slightly useful. I don't like that sax at all. I really don't. I think I'm considering attacking somebody over there. The music, it wasn't, in my opinion, all that great in this game. You know, the best music I thought was in Heroes of Might Magic 2. I thought that was best. 1 was pretty good, but I think after 2, I kind of... I don't know, 3, the music in 3 wasn't... It was okay, but it wasn't that spectacular. But this one, a lot of the music annoyed me, like that saxophone. Oh my god. What to do with this guy. I think I'm going up there, I guess. This guy, I'm going to kind of start sending him up that way. I'm sending like a Necromancer in all different directions and kind of going to clear the map that way. Makes things quicker, rather than just using one hero. Now, devils really aren't that strong, to be honest. I mean, you can lose a devil pretty easy. Whereas a ghost dragon is practically, it seems like it's practically indestructible. They just have a lot more oomph to them. Devils are more about, I don't know, they're just more about, you know, if you want to kill an enemy hero is kind of what's good about them. Like if you're in hero versus hero combat, you can throw those devils at them. You can wait one turn with the devils, and since they teleport, they can reach any square. There's no real way for a hero to hide. You hit them once with a stack of devils, and you know they go down. Usually they have a potion of immortality, so they get resurrected. But then, you know, your second turn comes up and you hit them again, and they're gone. And that was the big advantage for devils. But other than that, they're kind of a weak troop, really. The teleporting is nice, but they just don't have the staying power. Ghost dragons, they have that non-retaliatory strike, usually against most troops, and they have a lot more hit points. They have a lot better defense for archery. Really better in a lot of ways. It's actually kind of a rough fight, to tell you the truth. And I'm thinking, I was thinking I didn't have to use my ghosts there, but then I'm getting a look at what I'm up against, and I'm thinking, you know what, probably better use the ghosts. So I'm just gonna slow them all down, I guess. Well, that was the wrong guy. So we're gonna lose some ghosts here, but we'll gain them back. Ghosts are expendable. I don't want to lose any vampires, though. fatigued. Really, I shouldn't waste any more spell points at this point, but I do. Huh. Just making sure I have enough health to do that. No, don't waste any more spell points. Jeez. I'm trying so hard not to get my Necromancer killed. These guys are a lot harder than you might think. For a level 2 troop, they're pretty dangerous because of their non-retaliatory strike and return. That's pretty devastating in large numbers anyway. So you got to be careful. Problem is they can get to you so fast. There we go. Lost a lot of ghosts, but that's alright. Like I said, they're definitely expendable. Checking my experience points. I'm almost there. A couple more levels and I'll have Grandmaster with that guy. So I'll have 3 Grandmaster Necromancers. I really don't need a Lord or anything. I just thought it might be a good idea to get one. Now I gotta find a way to get this guy back. Probably if I attacked those Cerberus, I'd be too close to this town and I'd probably end up back in my hometown. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I built another ship. I'm actually not sure why I built that other ship. Figure finally time to get torture chambers. Found a nice computer player right there. I intend to go kick their butts. At day 1, week 3, the computer player will not have really done anything at all, it seems. It's like it doesn't know how to use the multiple heroes. It doesn't know how to use heroes on the battlefield. If you do an auto combat, you'll notice that the AI will just send troops just straight forward, you know, like it won't even use any kind of tactics. It'll just throw everything forward. And that's where you get your heroes dying and all that kind of crap. Unless they have some kind of spell to cast. So that's kind of the big problem there, is just it doesn't know what to do with that. It doesn't know how to use the heroes on the battlefield, and particularly it doesn't really use multiple heroes very well, you know. A human player will take and kind of specialize. You know, it'll have one hero for tactics, it'll have one hero for you know, some spell casting and stuff like that, and the computer doesn't know anything about that. And it was probably a mistake to get that basic combat right there before I got Grandmaster Necromancy, because you only get to pick 3 new skills per level. So that takes out... And the third one, I think, is based on what secondary skills you have. So if you have another secondary skill, like combat, if you have combat in there, then it'll offer you a combat skill. And that's kind of bad. Uh-oh, well, they didn't all get slowed down quite right, did they? I think this is going to be a little while. That can get a little tedious after a while, I think. But if you really want to play the game the cheesiest way possible. That's a nice object to have. Probably the most powerful magic is the demon summoning magic. So that's a pretty good thing to get, especially if you're a Necromancer and you have access to nature magic, which I do. Although we don't need it to win the game, that's for sure. Like I said, the AI is such a pushover. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of exploring here with my ghosts that I just generated. And looks like we got a pretty nice spot to go grab over here. So we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go grab that. We're running into the 8 army limit. That's why I have to keep getting rid of those guys, because I want an extra slot to drag a new army out. Yeah, this should be pretty much a pushover. Actually, I could have life drained him. Oh, lame. I just realized that, whoa, almost got hurt there. Almost lost a devil. Yeah, the 2 vampires are practically stronger than those devils. Just in case somebody gets freaky and hits my devils there. I was thinking, you know what? Next turn they're probably going to wake up and I only have 6 health right there. Pretty good. It's another really easy battle. I never use auto combat though. In Heroes 3, you could sometimes get away with auto combat when your advantage was overwhelming. But here, it doesn't matter how overwhelming your advantage is. The computer will practically always lose troops and almost always lose your hero. due to the fact that it wants to send your hero right straight into the thick of things, no matter what. So you never use auto combat in Heroes 4. Never. Unless you just don't care. So that's why I have to go through all these manually. But thankfully the movement of the troops is a little bit faster than in Heroes 3. And like I said, I still play this game from time to time. It's even if it's just against the computer, you know, just against the not the computer AI, but you know, against the random stacks of monsters, just against the map itself. It's still pretty fun. I like the way they did the skill system. I like a lot of things about it. And like I said, I played Heroes 5, just did not like it. Just didn't like it at all. It was just a rehash of Heroes 3 with a World of Warcraft twist. And God, I hate World of Warcraft. Cannot stand the look. Or the goofy skill system. Oh, I saw a really funny shirt today. Here in Guatemala, there's a lot of used shirts running around. You know, the Goodwill and stuff will go and it'll send shirts down here, shirts and clothes and stuff. And what they do is they have people that go to these places, grab a bunch of these shirts, and then go and sell them at some other place. So you got a lot of people using like these you know, second-hand shirts from the United States with English sayings. They have no idea what they mean, but I do. And so I looked at one today, and it said "Gaming ruined my life. Luckily, I have 2 extra lives." Or video games ruined my life. Luckily, I have 2 extra lives. I was sitting there looking at that thing, laughing, and you know, of course, the guy had no idea what I was laughing about. But I've seen a couple of other funny ones too. It just, you know, they have no idea. It's you know, there's an English phrase on them, so they like them, but they have no idea what the English words say. But sometimes they're pretty funny. Yeah, I forgot what the other one was. There was another one that cracked me up that I saw, and I forgot what it was though. Right. Oh, another time I was trying to find a Dairy Queen down here. I was looking for, looking to get a Blizzard, because I haven't had one in a while, right? And, you know, they have McDonald's around here, and it does the McFlurry thing. I don't know about you, though. The McFlurry thing just isn't the same. First of all, they don't use real M&Ms. They have some kind of, like, home-brewed M&Ms that they get from around here. It's not real M&Ms. It tastes like it's weird. It's gross. It's like, what the hell? Why do they do that? It's like, I tell you what the M&Ms taste like. They taste like a cross, but if you can believe this, a cross between Skittles and M&Ms. They taste, you know, they have like this plastic, chewy taste. You know, M&Ms aren't supposed to be chewy. You know, you're supposed to be crisp and, you know, with a hard outer shell, and you bite into them and there's chocolate in the center, right? Well, that's not what these are. They're, I don't know, there's some kind of cheap kind of M&M. Anyway, that's what they use in the McDonald's. They don't use real M&Ms. So I love an M&M Blizzard, right? I like it. I know it's not good for me, but I like it still. And I haven't been able to find anything like that here. So anyway, so I mentioned to my Spanish teacher, I'm like, hey, you know, I really wouldn't like to know where a Dairy Queen is. She's like, oh, there's a Dairy Queen here. I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, this one spot, you know, over by the stadium. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've been over there. I don't remember a Dairy Queen. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a Dairy Queen over there. They've got good hamburgers. I'm like, wait a minute, this is like, they have ice cream, right? If have a blizzard, right? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure, they have that. I'm like, really? Wow. Great, you know, I haven't had a good blizzard, you know, I've been looking for one. So anyway, I trekked my way over there, and I'm like, well, you know, this is pretty surprising if I actually found one. Now, there was a place, it had, like, I don't know, it was weird, it had a name. It wasn't Dairy Queen. It had, like, some name that was similar to Dairy Queen in Spanish, right? And I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, where's the Dairy Queen? People are like, oh, it's right here. I'm like, dude, this isn't Dairy Queen. They're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, no, where's your blizzard? And they're like, oh, we don't have any ice cream here. What? You don't have any ice cream? And you're calling yourself a Dairy Queen? I don't know what the heck was going on. It was like being in the Twilight Zone or something, but they were all telling me it was Dairy Queen, yeah. And I'm like, no, this isn't Dairy Queen. I'm from the freaking United States. I know what a Dairy Queen is. So anyway, no blizzard here. No blizzard for me. I'm going to have to make my own or something. And if for that matter, I don't remember seeing any M&Ms anywhere. I think I'd probably have to go to Walmart or something for that kind of thing. But yeah, it was just so weird. You run into things like that down here. It's like, what the heck's going on? Oh, I'm finally going to get my tactician here. And even if they do get morale, I should be proficiently shielded here, so they still can't get me. Oh, what they do? Oh, that sucks. Oh, wow, twice in a row. So now I got 2 dead heroes over there. And I'm going to go up and get this guy. He's got a level 1 mage over there. What a goofball. Yeah, imagine if you're playing another player and he comes in with 20 vampires, 8 ghosts. I mean, what do? I guarantee you probably have, maybe at this point, if you're good, you might have like 3 level 4 troops, and that's not going to stand up against 20 vampires. And this is not even all my army. Yeah, this guy's like, what a joke. Yeah, not much is going to go up against 20 vampires at this point in time. They have to have a lot of darn troops. Just 1 hit and they're back to full health. He can't run because he's too near his base. Doesn't have anywhere to run to. Got 2 vampires out of that and a little something extra. I got all that. Take the city here. See, not much of a challenge, you know. You crank it up to impossible, expecting some kind of a challenge, but nope. With all those bonuses, the computer's just a pushover. That's the problem with Heroes 4. You gotta play another player, and if you've ever done that before, you know what a hassle that is. Just kill blue player. Looking to see if we have anything here. Might go for basic scouting, maybe. Or do I just not do anything? Apparently I didn't do anything. Oh, well, we can get another necromancy spell. Let's see what we got. Mass cancellation. That's a nasty, nasty spell. A bit overpowered, actually, for just a level 3 spell. That's a nice artifact right there. And I guess we're gonna go for those tigers. Just gotta make sure we can slow them down enough. Tigers can be very dangerous. Yeah, there is a Dairy Queen in Guatemala City. I'm not in Guatemala City though, but there is a Dairy Queen there. I remember being to it. It wasn't quite what I remember. I haven't in the States. I don't think I've been to Dairy Queen a little bit, but it wasn't quite the same. I mean, they just don't do things quite right over here. That's kind of why it's the third world. Don't quite get things as they're supposed to be. They try, but you know, just kind of fall a little short, that's all. I remember it was okay though. I mean, it kind of hit the spot. But here where I'm right now, I can't even find that. Oh yeah, and another thing that kind of annoyed me is like they don't in the McFlurries, they don't break the M&Ms up. You know, like you get a McFlurry in the United States, and you know they grind the M&Ms up, kind of like just like a Blizzard, right? Here they don't do that. They leave them whole. It's like, what the heck? Not even real M&Ms, and you leave them whole, and you don't even, you know, it's like, what the heck, man? But I was told that the locals like them like that. Well, anyway. Oh yeah, and the best pizza here you can get is it's pretty much like either Pizza Hut or Domino's, which of course if you're from the States, you know that's kind of like mediocre at best. But here it's the best you can get. I've had some really bad pizza here, I tell you that. Some of the stuff they make locally, oh my god. So bad you couldn't believe it. I was at this one place, and the funny thing is the people that brought me there, you know, I was with some friends and they brought me there like, yeah, this is some great pizza over here. Like, for real? Yeah. And man, they had this pizza that was like, oh, it was just god-awful. It was the worst tasting stuff I've ever imagined. And this one guy, one of the guys that I was with there, he takes they give you like the sauce, you know, like I don't know what kind of it is, like I think it was hot sauce. And he just takes this hot sauce and he just pours it on over this slice of pizza, right? And so this slice of pizza is like it's got this like this kind of like this hole, or not this hole, it's got this concaved area in the middle where all this sauce is like, there's a pool of sauce in the middle. It was just horrid. It's disgusting. The most disgusting thing I've ever seen, and it's just, oh. Yeah, I've had some bad pizza here. It's like, you know, even like the gourmet stuff that you go to like quote-unquote expensive restaurant here, it's still really bad. It's not really bad. I mean, it's like I've been to some places that were as good as, say, the Pizza Hut, but that's not saying much. Pizza Hut was pretty bad. So, oh yeah, and I ate at Pizza Hut and it got me sick one time. Oh man, I stuffed myself with this, like, I think it was a large. I ate the whole freaking large. I was pretty hungry at the time. Ate that whole thing myself. And afterwards, I just, oh man, I had the worst stomach ache, and I like went to bed and just, I was sick for about 3 or 4 days after that from something, I don't know, maybe they didn't cook the meat all the way or whatever. I think I had some kind of meat on there, and yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not going to Pizza Hut for a while now. Yep, and that's one thing you got to watch out for down here. Although I have a pretty strong constitution, you know, when I was growing up, I wasn't one of those people that was very sanitary, and so I ate, you know, dirt, and dog food when I was a kid, bugs and all that kind of stuff. And so right now, you know, I've got a pretty like, you know, what they call an iron cast stomach, and or cast iron stomach. But even I get sick sometimes down here. I was just eating at a taco place the other day, and I've been to this taco place a couple of times. To tell you the truth, the meat never really smelled quite right. But I decided to go. Oh, I got screwed right there. So that one sprite isn't slowed down enough. So she's gonna be able to hit me all the time. Yep, that's bad. There's nothing I can do about that either. I should just cast something. Cast it. Get him. Poison or curse or something, dude. No, I think I run away here. See, the sprite got morale, and she killed my ghost before my ghost could slow her down. So it's not gonna really work here. I don't want to lose this guy way out here. I'll never get him back. So I'm gonna go ahead and retreated. Oh well. So what was I doing now? Loading this guy up, getting ready to do something. I'm not sure what. I'll give him some ghosts, I guess. I guess I'm getting back in the water here. Yeah, so anyway, so I've gotten sick a few times, but I was kind of scared when I first got here, because everybody was telling me, oh, you know, you can't drink the water, you can't eat the food, you're gonna be sick, you know, it's a guaranteed thing, you're gonna be sick. I'm like, oh man, oh no. So when I first got here, I was like, oh my god, you know, what do I eat? You know, I can't trust anything. But you know, later I realized that those were like the people that, you know, grew up in a really sanitary environment, you know, and you know, their mom used, you know, pine sol on everything and all that kind of stuff, you know. Washed, you know, this sanitized everything, you know, washed the bathroom all the time, stuff like that. And that's not, you know, I grew up in kind of the opposite environment. Not to mention I've lived that way ever since, you know, pretty unhygienic lifestyle. So I've got a pretty good, robust immune system. But even I get put down a couple of times. Oh, he got me. Yeah, and this one place, it had some funny smelling meat. I remember every time I go there, the meat was like a little bit, you know, it smelled a little bit rotten. Not too much, but just a little bit. And I think this is the place that got me the last time. I ate there again, and after that I got pretty bad stomach flu. It only lasted for about, yeah, we're off in about in a day, and like after that I was still a little weak for about a couple more days. But yeah, it's the meat just didn't smell right. I remember that. But it was cheap, so you know, what can I say? Cheap, and it tasted kind of good, to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm gonna go for these guys now. Huh. So I'm ready for these guys for sure. What the hell? Oh, was that a mistake? That might have been a mistake. Whoops. Oh no, okay, I get it. I didn't want a bunch of multiple stacks chasing me. Okay, and this is going to be a little while. Okay, now at this point, my game crashes. And so I end up having to completely... there it is. I end up having to reload from an autosave here. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through that. Huh. Okay, and I got Grandmaster Necromancer with that guy now, so we can resurrect vampires. Now, one more shot at getting my guys back over here. Just need a little bit of... Not even luck, just no bad luck. There we go. Okay, so finally got my Death Knight. I guess it's probably too late to really even care about it. But it would have been nice to have this guy running around with me a little bit. I think one really interesting, neat addition to this game was the addition of nobility heroes. I think that really played an interesting, or added an interesting level of depth to it. Although I would wish that it wouldn't be. I mean, you can't imagine your disappointment sometimes when you play Order and you start with a nobility hero. It's really annoying because, you know, it's not really. They're not really very good. They don't really add much at that point in the game. But it was another one of those things that was done kind of wrong. It was a good idea, but it was done poorly. So I go ahead and upgrade this guy to Assassin. Assassin's not a bad thing to have there. Increase your speed and movement by +3. It's not a bad thing to have. Medal of Honor, that's a pretty good artifact there. For some reason I built a shipyard there. Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, probably a good idea. Send this guy on. Oh, yeah, I have to get 2 of them. Yeah, this ship's in the wrong position. I actually have to buy 2 ships to get to where I can move into one. Or I have to take that ship, actually, which is just as easy. Get 2 vampires out of that. Way overpowered. This guy almost has Grandmaster Necromancer. Still being conservative with my ghosts. Ghosts are so useful that you just... It's a shame to throw any away, so you usually kind of careful with them. Down there. Evil eyes can actually surprise you, believe it or not. Especially when there's that many of them. They can be kind of dangerous because they could really, very, very quickly, they can really hamper your troops. You wouldn't believe, like, with full amount of curses on it, you wouldn't believe how weak even a strong troop like, you know, the vampires could be. You gotta be kind of careful. This is one situation where it's probably a good idea to use your ghosts a little bit. Looks like I'm not having any trouble here, but like I said, if you let them curse you too much, you can get in some real trouble. Yeah. There it is. So I think I got 3 Grandmaster Necromancers right now. Pretty much unstoppable. It's quite a bit, especially for this early in the game. It's only on week 3. Exploring around. I don't really play this map all the way to the end. Usually I get bored before that, so I don't actually have much experience in beating it. But, so I was kind of looking around for, like, what am I supposed to do here? That's pretty devastating when you can make mirror images, mirages of your ghosts there, because they still get the slow effect. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, watch out for those guys. Make sure you get those guys slowed down. You don't want those guys. Those guys are really kind of dangerous. Those tigers can be pretty darn nasty. But if you slow them down like that, then they're not a problem at all. The first strike combined with really blinding speed makes them dangerous. Especially if they get morale, you can be in big trouble. Safe now. I've been weakened enough. about some vampires. And I want to join up this tactician here with this guy. Never did get nature magic. That would have been kind of nice. Probably unnecessary, but nice. And if you want, you can get some peasants. They're good for producing gold, but not much else. Really suck in combat. Here I'm looking to capture that city right there. Not too hard, as you can see. And I'm checking the winning conditions here, trying to figure out how can I beat this map here in the quickest way possible. Looks like I have to take all the towns, so. I think we're getting to about the end of this video here. Any time now, I think. Alright, so that pretty much should be it for this video.